Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series of cryptography and network security. I am your instructor Dr. Ramesh Prajapati, and today we are going to learn the OSI security architecture. OSI means open system interconnection. Right. So let's start with today's agenda, which we are going to discuss one by one. Right. So the first is agenda. The first agenda is a OSI security architecture. Second, security attack, and there are two type of attack: passive attack and second is a active attack. Right. So let's take a first topic: OSI security architecture. Right. So the OSI security architecture, ITUT, International Telecommunication Union, standardization sector recommended the X.800 OSI, X.800 uh, uh, security architecture, and it is a international and systematic standard for defining and providing the security requirements. And second thing, there are different types of way to provide the security in any organization. So the OSI security architecture focus on three things. Three things. First, security attack. Second, security mechanism, and the third is a security services. Right. So the first is a security attack. In security attack, any action, it means that it is a breach of the security. The physically through a network attack. Second, stealing your data from the computer through a remote connection. So these are the various actions performed by a attacker, right? So it is any action that compromise the security of information owned by an organization. And second, uh, the insecurity attack, you can loss of your data. It means that in any organization, any attacker can perform the any action through that action it capture or it modify your information. Then second is a mechanism is a security mechanism. In security mechanism, we follow the some plan for detect, prevent and recover from a security attack. It means that if the some attacker can attack in any in organization, then how to detect, prevent and recover from the security attack. Then third is a security services. In security services, first we need to identify, okay, what kind of attack are possible in your organization. Based on that attack, we need to identify, we need to identify which services, which type of services will protect that kind of attack, right? So these are the three services. So let's take the first is a security attack, right? So in security attack, there are two types of attack. The first is a passive attack and second is a active attack. In a passive attack, the attacker monitor the information during the transmission through a network. In active attack, the attacker can modify the information, modify the information, right? Again I repeat, there are two type of attack: active attack and passive attack. The first is a passive attack. Passive attack, the attacker monitor the information which pass through the communication network. and second is a passive attack. In passive attack, the attacker can modify your information which is passed through the network, right? So there are two types of passive attack. First, the release of message content. Second is the traffic analysis. And in a in active attack, there are four types of passive active attack. First is a masquerade attack. Second is a replay attack. Third is a modification of message, and the fourth is a denial of services. So let's take some closer look of all these types of all this passive attack and types of passive attack and active attack. So the first, it a release of message content. The first is a release of message content, and this is the passive attack, right? So in this scenario, or you can see in this figure, okay, when sender send the message to the receiver, during the transmission of the message, the any attacker will be able to read the content of the message, right? So let's take one example, let's take one scenario. In this figure, you can see in this figure, there are two people, the bomb and the Alice, right? And the bomb want to send the one electronic mail to the Alice, right? So the bomb send the electronic mail to the Alice through the transmission medium. At the same time, the third fellow, the Darth, is on the same network. So the Darth can read the message which is sent by the bomb, right? And which is sent by the bomb. So it means that here we can say that your release of the message should be release of the message content should be released, right? It means that, let one another example. Okay, the one of the friend sent the message to the another friend, and we desired that only the he or she can able to read that message read that message. But during the transmission, the another person read that message. It means that the message of content of the message is release of someone, right? So there are various examples, like in a telephonic conversation, an electronic mail message, and the transfer the file may contain sensitive or confidential information. So we need to secure that information, right? So here this concept is called the release of message content, right? Then this, in this attack, we can say that we lost the information which is sent by the bomb, right? So here we can say that the it is called the interception, and the interception causes the loss of message confidentiality, right? This is the first thing. I hope you clear this. The second type of passive attack is a traffic analysis. In a traffic analysis, let's take one example first, right? Here we can consider the two people. First is a bomb and a Alice, and a bomb send the message to the Alice, right? And here the Darth, another attacker, or the Darth or the third fellow is on the same network. So the Darth is analyze and observe the pattern of the message, or frequency, or the length of the message, length of the exchange message, and will use and he use this information for identify original message, right? So this is called the traffic analysis. It means that after applying the encryption, means we apply this in encryption, right? And attacker will observe the message and pattern of the message, and after some time the that means attacker will able to understand this message on a base of the observation. It means that attacker will finally observe your original message. Okay, the bomb has which message the bomb has, which message sent to the Alice. So this is the example. This is the example of traffic analysis, and this is all the scenario of traffic analysis. Then third is a uh, uh, active attack. There are four types of active attack. The first is a masquerade attack. In a masquerade attack, it take place. The one entity is pretend to be a different entity. So here the masquerade attack is an attack that use a fake identity to gain a unauthorized access to a personal information. It means that the during the transmission of the message from the bomb to Alice, any third fellow is on the same network, and that attacker or dart, it create a fake identity for fake identity, and with the help of fake identity they can access that message and send it to the receiver, right? So let's take one example. Here there are two people, bomb and Alice, right? Bomb send the message to the Alice, and during the transmission of the message, the third fellow dart is on the same network. So what the dart can do, that can capture the message, capture the message, and that message is sent to the Alice. So now alice Alice would think that, okay, this message is come from the bomb, but really it is not happens. This message is sent by the dart, right? So this is called the masquerade attack. It means that it take place when one entity pretend to be a different entity. It means that when bomb send the message to the Alice, the dart uh, dart poses a user bomb and capture that message, and that message is sent to the Alice. So this is called the masquerade attack, right? And second, and here we can say that say that the laws of the authentication. It means that the dart, it is the one attacker, and this is not the this is not a authentication person, right? The bomb and Alice, these two are the authenticated person, but dart is not a authentication person, right? Then second is a replay attack. A replay attack, it involves the passive capture of data unit and send it to subsequent retransmission to produce an unauthorized effect, right? And second replay attack is a replay the message sent to the network by an attacker which was earlier sent by an authorized user. So let's take one example over here. Here the data sent by the bomb to the Alice, during the transmission of that message, the dart which captured the message from the bomb, and after some time it's dart sent that message to the Alice, right? So this is called the replay attack. It means that uh, let's take one example. There are two uh, uh, user A and user B, right? And user A want to transfer some amount to users B's account. So the user A might request to the might send the message to the bank for requesting a fund transfer, right? So during the transmission of the message to the bank, the third fellow, the dart capture the message, could capture the message which is sent by the bomb to the bank, right? And after some time or later, the dart send the second copy of the same message to the bank. Now the uh, bank would not not known that this is a unauthorized message, and this is the second request message sent by the user A, right? So here the dart or unauthorized person or attacker can benefit um, for fund transfer twice. So this is the best example of replay attack. Then the third is a modification of message attack. Right? In this modification, when sender send the message to the receiver, during the transmission of the message, uh, unauthorized person or attacker capture that information, capture that message or information, modify that message and send it to the receiver, right? So here let's take an example. Here the bomb and bomb want to transfer the dollar 100 to the another account, right? So during the transmission of this message to the bank server, the darts, the third payload dart is on the same network. So the dart is captured the message which is sent by the bomb and modified that message. It means that instead of dollar 100, it he write the dollar 1000 and that message is sent to the bank server. So here it means that here the modification of the message is done by the dart, right? So here if the modification is done, it means that we can say that it is the loss of data integrity or message integrity, right? So here the integrity message integrity is lost. So this is the third active attack, and the fourth is the denial of service attack. In denial of service attack, it prevent the normal use of a management of a communication facility. It means that the sending the large number of packet to the block the server, right? So let's take one example over here. Here the bomb want to serve the one website www.amazon.com. So it send the request to the server, but during the transmission of that message, the third fellow, the dart is on the same network, and the dart or unauthorized user, it send the continuous login request to the server. So so the server is not responding for few minutes or few hours, right? Or second, you can say that the dart or attacker crash the server, so the user it prevent the user bomb from accessing the website. So this is scenario is called the denial of services, right? Because the dart is continuous sending the large number of packet to block the server. So authorized person bomb cannot access the server. So this is the example of denial of service attack, right? I hope you clear all this attack and the OSI security architecture, right? And in next lecture we will see the security services. Thank you.